Okay.
Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. Let's just get right into this video today. You guys are probably asking yourselves, why is this fool wearing those key blue blockers, okay? Because listen, I have to shade myself from the images that Trisha Paytas has been putting out into the world for the last 24 hours. My Lord, the puss-outs and boobaliciouses of the world. Now listen, everybody. I thought, okay, I had made my last commentary video about the puss-outs and the boobaliciouses when Glitter Forever 17 or 21 or whatever her name is, that she stopped doing all the pizza mukbang, naked mukbangs up on the YouNow stream. But my Lord, Trisha Paytas, on the heels of making her a religious Christian song about Easter and Jesus and all that kind of stuff, she came out and she showed it all. Well, not all. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, shim-a-lang-dang-ding-dong, ding. How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? Well, I'm just sitting here watching Trisha Paytas' nudes, Jane. Well, I was going to pay for her Patreon, but I guess I don't have to now. It's all over the internet. Twitter, Instagram. She even did a wet t-shirt video on YouTube last night. I'm very confused, Jane. I can't find a vagina or a nipple in there to save my life. My nipple's on the floor, Jane, but no, Really? You saw it too? Well, what do you think, Jane? Not safe for work. Well, good thing we don't have jobs. Anyway, so let's get right into this video. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, let me just tell you, okay? Trisha Paytas yesterday started throwing up all of these pictures. Now, I didn't go in and I didn't go, listen, there will be no receipts in this video, okay? If you came for receipts, well, there's the video of Trisha's response, but there are no receipts in this video because I can't show any of the receipts. I can't show any of the receipts. Whitney, I want to see the receipts. I can't show any of the receipts because it's all boob-outs. It's all boob-outs. It's all puss-outs, boobaliciouses, and buttocks of the world, okay? And people have, like, gone crazy over this. Like, people are really, really, really upset. And so, like always, this is just my commentary video. I leave the comment section open. I really would like to hear what you guys have to say. I actually looked under Social Blade right before I got on here today because when I was reading through the comments on Instagram, when I was reading the Twitter feed and things like that, especially on Instagram, there seemed to be such negative commentary that I thought Trisha's got to be losing like subscribers over this. Like maybe this is, because you know, whenever she pulls some kind of like stunt or something like this, people always say, this is it, Trisha, I can't do this anymore, like I'm unsubscribing, I'm done, whatever. Well, I went and looked, and she actually, yesterday, when she did this, gained more subs than she's gained, like, the rest of 28 days, like, for each day. And her views are still holding strong. She's getting 18 million views a month on her YouTube channel, about 500, 600,000 views a day. So this doesn't seem to be hurting her any. What is interesting about this is that, I don't know when it was, about 2 weeks ago, I almost screenshotted to save it because I thought, I'm going to need this receipt. I'm going to need this receipt down the road. But Trisha put out and she said, I hate the word troll on Twitter. And I was like, okay. But what's interesting about this is that people are very, very confused. Now, let me tell you what she did. And I want to make sure I get this all right. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to read the Twitter to you guys in just a second. But on Instagram, well, I don't want to get out of this. She put a picture up, and it was her completely naked, and it was laying over the back of her bed, and her butt was straight up in the air. And what was interesting to me, especially what she talks about in the apology when I'll show it to you, or not the apology, girl, it ain't no apology, okay? She ain't apologizing to nobody for showing this. So anyway, she has 3 pictures behind her, okay? Which are like very artistic boudoir pictures of Trisha, and they're behind her. And then she has this picture. It's very much, and this is the thing, okay, is that, and I know that a lot of y'all are over, and I ain't making no excuses for Trisha with this. I'm just not, okay? Like I said going into 2019 that I was just going to say what I had to say and I was going to have my real opinion about things, okay? But I will say this, there was a lot of comments on there, okay, about people saying that my daughter watches Trisha and my daughter's 13 or my daughter's 14 or whatever, okay? I don't think it takes a brain genius to know that Trisha Paytas' content on YouTube, Instagram, Patreon, or anywhere else is probably not for the 13-year-old, okay? Let's just be for real. She's not somebody that's the role model of the 13-year-old. In fact, I don't even know who is on YouTube anymore, okay? I mean, all of these young kids watch Tana Mojo and the Emma Chamberlains and Trisha Paytas and all of them, you know? So, I don't know. So, we're going to get into that in just a second because there was quite a few comments about that. But, you know, in her video, she references art, okay? And what I thought was interesting about that was that I know that she thinks things through. And to me, this picture was like life imitating art, so to speak, to some degree. I don't know. Maybe it just ain't that deep. Maybe it's just a nudie app, okay? Maybe it's just a good old beaver shot. I don't know. Do you remember that back in the day? Anyway, I am just like, so the thing was, it was oversaturation because she put that up, okay? And then on her Twitter, she goes in and she puts, one day ago, sorry, I've been MIA, been too busy, you know, I don't know what I can say on videos anymore, or what they demonetize, or what they strike, or all that kind of stuff. But listen, she been having a good time with herself. Okay, so then, hold on a second, where is it at? Then the next one is, and this is the one that got the attention of so many people, and she was actually trending on Twitter yesterday, okay? It is this video, and it is like her, and the thing is, that is so hilarious, but at the same time very thought through, is that in every single one of these pictures, and even in this video, you can't see one body part. Like, she has managed to film every single one of these pictures, take them, do everything, without showing one body part. So it's really not nudity. It just isn't, you know? But this video is her, and she's like sitting on the edge of a bed or a table or whatever, and she's like simulating having sex, and she said on top of it, having sexual intercourse with a ghost. What are you doing? And so when we thought that Trisha Paytas had enough, there was nowhere else for her to go. So then the next one is basically just her laying on her back, and it's a body shot, and it's just like, and it's like from here down, and then it's her like with her legs really tight, so you can't see anything again. And then the next one is wet t-shirt contest, anyone, new video over at TrishyLand.com. I don't know, maybe she's making so much money on Trishyland, on her Patreon, that she's really trying to pump that out. I do know that Chris Clemens did a reaction video to her Patreon account, and then she turned around and did a reaction video to his reaction video, and she said in there that she got something like 1,600 or 1,000 new subscribers on Patreon because of his video. Maybe she's making so much money on Trishyland that this is like her thing that she's really trying to pump out. But the thing that's interesting to me is that all of these people that are like really having a huge issue with this, like, I mean, let's just be for real, okay? Trisha's content, and especially like maybe 3 years ago, wasn't as not family friendly as it is now, but like in the last year, like other than her videos where she's just vlogging with Jason when they were still together and stuff like that, I mean, her videos are pretty adult content, okay? She reviews Adam and Eve sex toys. Can we just be for real about this for a second? So, like, all of these people that are up in arms about all this, I'm kind of surprised. Like, she makes it very clear that she has this Trishyland on Patreon, and that she's doing all this kind of stuff, and, you know, that, like, I mean, she's talked about this for she's very, very, very open about sex, and her loving her body, and things like that. So, this is nothing new, okay? The fact that she's putting out numerous pictures over and over and over and saying, girl, she done had sex with a ghost. Trisha, girl, you in trouble. Okay, I'm just saying, like, listen, the fact that she's doing that kind of stuff, that's a lot. And, you know, it was interesting because I was watching some clips of Anna Nicole Smith today. Y'all want to know how I got there? Okay, here's how I got there. So Snatch Game was on RuPaul's Drag Race last week. So I was going back today and I was watching the old Snatch Games. And while I was watching one of it, I remembered that Adore Delano had done Anna Nicole Smith, and she did that thing, Like My Body. I love that so much. Okay, I was like the big Anna Nicole. I was one of the biggest Anna Nicole fans in the entire world, okay? The whole thing is a sad tragedy to me. Moment for Anna Nicole. But anyway, I was watching this, and the thing about Anna Nicole that I think a lot of people missed, okay, was that it was never an act. Like, that's who Anna Nicole was. Like, that's just who she was. But for Trisha, especially if you've, like, watched her for a long time and, you know, all that kind of stuff, then you know that to some degree this is an act, okay? I mean, Anna Nicole Smith wouldn't have put out a legit video called having sexual intercourse with a ghost. She just wouldn't, okay? She would have done something and it would have come across as complete craziness, and people were kind of intrigued about her by that. So when Trisha pushes the envelope, I mean, it's very contrived, it's very concocted. I don't know if people see that as entertainment value, if they enjoy it, whatever. Hey, I'll just say my 2 cents, okay? I miss the old day. Like, I love the music videos she's doing in her kitchen. I think the music videos, what? The songs she's singing in her kitchen, I think those are hilarious. I could watch that all day long. I love the hauls. I love the favorites. I love when she just sits down and talks in a vlog. This kind of stuff, to me, honestly, is not my favorite stuff of Trisha's. It just isn't. And I think because, like, it almost, to me, like, and I know this is the stuff that gets her trending. It's the stuff that gets her a lot of attention. And I think from an entertainment point of view, as a YouTuber, she's got to do it. But for me, it's kind of like trying too hard. I don't know. Like, it just... it's a part for me that, like, separates my love of Trisha, and then, like, I don't really get it, if that makes, like, why are you pushing this so hard? Usually she deletes all this stuff, so I'm kind of surprised she didn't. So then it goes up here, and so she said, some call me the modern day Thomas Jefferson, and then, okay, and then today, she just tweeted out 20 minutes ago with a link to her Patreon, 5 jobs I've had. Number 1, sugar baby at 16. Number 2, Starbucks barista. Number 3, stripper. Number 4, paid hooker. And number 5, TrishaLand.com wet t-shirt contest winner 2019. I mean, obviously, she's the only one doing the wet t-shirt contest on TrishaLand.com. Which was the video that I guess she put out. I guess she didn't put it out on YouTube, I guess she put it out on Trisha Land. So anyway, but people underneath there were, like, very, very confused. And the thing is that people always go to this, they think, oh, I need a cup. Woo! My cup from Trisha. People always go to, they think she's been hacked, which I think is always interesting. Like, she's kind of known for doing this kind of stuff, which is why it was so funny to me a couple weeks ago when she tweeted out, like, I hate the word troll, because she trolls a lot. We know that, okay? Like, she's even owned that at times, right? So, I don't know why anybody is surprised by this behavior. She's putting out all these videos. So, anyway, but underneath the naked picture, all these people were saying stuff underneath here. Me refreshing my feed and keep seeing these in my TL. The worst is that I cannot tell whether she is hacked or not. And then somebody said she isn't. This is literally just how Trisha is. And then somebody said she posted on Instagram too. And then somebody else said, when you don't know if she's been hacked or just having a day because, you know, it's Trisha. And then somebody said, I was thinking the same thing, yikes. And then somebody said, I feel like I need to be paying for this. Are you okay, Trisha? And somebody else said, I was thinking the same thing. Are you okay? I mean, the fact that Trisha is giving away basically what people are paying for on Patreon or Trisha Land, unless this is just I have never been over there. My Lord, listen, okay? Now, she asked on here today, I do think it's important that I read out this, that she asked on here today, hold on a second. Who wants some vagina for lunch? Well, if you can't get some, don't worry. You can get this Island Palm Bikini set for 50% off from my AdamandEve.com with my code Trish. Now, listen, Trish, okay? I have been on a diet since yesterday, okay? I'm hungry, but not even I am hungry for no vagina, girl. The pussy ass and the booblicious in the world. Oh, my Lord, it's too much, okay? It's just too much. And, you know, I have to say this on a very serious note. I was talking to my friend last night, my best friend and I, we were driving around and we were talking and she was like looking at the pictures and stuff like that. And she's a huge Trisha fan. She really, really is. And she wasn't to begin with. Like, she started off not really understanding the allure of Trisha Paytas. And she didn't really understand that it's kind of like a journey of her life that you follow, right? And that you don't really know most of the time. Is it real or is it not real, you know? And so it's kind of like this ongoing show. But now she follows her. But my friend is always, this is my good Judy Tanya, she's always somebody that, like, kind of sees underneath it all, and so, like, you know what I mean? And so we were driving around, and she was like, this just kind of makes me really sad, and she was looking at the picture on Instagram where she's, like, over the end of the bed, and I go, well, what makes you sad about this? And she goes, I just think, like, she isn't as body confident as people think that she is, and then, you know, she talks about body confidence and all this kind of stuff, but it's really sad, and she's like, you know, she's like, she goes in here and she shows all this kind of stuff, and it's really for attention shock value, and then she went over to a couple pictures, and here, I'll show the picture that she put up, this picture right here, and she's like, she looks so pretty here, and she's like, I'm not saying that she can't show her body, she's like, I'm all for, you know, what people want to show, hey, you know, that's theirs to do what they want to do with. She was like, but you can tell that there's a sadness underneath all of that. And I think that that's what people really see with Trisha when she does these things, is that there is a sadness underneath all of that, you know? And this need to be liked, this need to be confusing people, this need to be talked about, this need for attention. Like, even on her Instagram story, she says, and I'll show it when I show my clip in a second, but like, why am I trending? Does anybody know why I'm trending? Like, come on, girl, you know why you're trending. You know what you're doing. You know what I mean? And so I think there is a certain degree of that is true. That is very, very sad. And when you're somebody that watches Trisha and you care about Trisha, and then you see this, and this is where I think the comments come in on Instagram, that you're invested in her for a period of time, then it's kind of like, this is kind of sad. I don't understand why you're doing this. And then people, I think that's where they come in and say, I'm unsubscribing. That's just my guess. I don't know. I don't think it's because of the nudity. I really, really don't. Because I don't think any of that is that shocking to people that love Trisha anymore. So anyway, I want to go underneath here and I want to read some of these comments that people put up on her picture yesterday that she posted. Well, okay, I had to stop the camera because let me just tell you, the real life, the fantastic, amazing, exciting life of a YouTuber of the world is when your dogs are barking and you have to take them outside, okay, to go potty. But we don't take pictures of that and show that on the Instagram because that's not very nice, okay? But anyway, I wanted to read some of the comments underneath here, underneath her Instagram picture. I do want to say this before I go into it, that I did a little bit of investigative research because basically I am the investigator of the world, okay? No, I'm a candle review company. So anyway, I decided, listen, there are all of these communities out there. I feel like every time I watch some kind of new video, they're talking about some new kind of community. And I was watching this girl's videos last night that somebody suggested to me. She's fantastic. I cannot remember her name, but I will let you guys know. But she is fantastic. She's from Indiana. She moved to Chicago. Somebody out there will know who I'm talking about. And she is a person in recovery, and she also went to prison. And so a lot of her videos are about like recovery, but most of them are about prison, like what her favorite things were in commissary and stuff like that, right? They're very interesting, and she's really endearing. But what's interesting is that I was watching this Q&A of her, and she said in there, I never thought that I would be a prison channel. Okay, is there such a thing as a prison community on YouTube? Like, oh my God, I had no idea. Because listen, I love Orange is the New Black and Wentworth, so if there is a prison community, I need to find out about it. And that is not why I'm wearing orange today. I'm wearing it because I'm lazy is why. So anyway, but people go in here and they have a lot of things to say. Oh, no, this is what I was going to say. Was that I was, I looked up certain tags. I looked up, like, naked butt. I looked up, like, naked. I looked up all these different tags, right? Y'all, there are millions of naked pictures on Instagram. Millions. Millions like Williams. If you think this picture of Trisha is bad, just go in there and look. And if you can find it, your kids are too. So maybe they shouldn't have no Instagram, okay? That's all I'm saying. And, but anyway, I want to go in here and I want to read this comment first about the Kardashians. Everyone is freaking out about Trisha posting this, but the Kardashian-Jenners post this type of stuff all the time. Let's be adults. She can post what she wants. If you don't like it or are offended, unfollow and you won't see it. Well, I think some of that's true to some degree. I don't know that Kourtney Kardashian, happy 40th birthday, Kourtney. I don't know that Kourtney, I've ever seen a picture of her on the Instagram with her ass up in the air. I'm just saying, okay? And no Kris Jenner, I know. Oh my Lord, Kris Jenner, can you ding-a-ling-a-ling, shib-a-lang-dang-ding-dong. How's the drop? Hi, Jane, how are you? Well, I was looking through Dawn's Hustler magazine, Jane. And oh my God, did you see who the centerfold was? It was Kris Jenner. Oh my Lord, she had her legs spread and she was showing everything. Oh my God, oh my God. So anyway, let's just be for real, okay? They don't show, I haven't seen that. Now, Kim Kardashian, I've seen that from, okay? We all know she got started on a sex tape. Like, do people forget that sometimes? And it worked for her, okay? Listen, true story. If I thought that me doing a sex tape, okay, would like get me famous, I don't know. Don't nobody want to see that, so that ain't coming anytime soon. But let me just tell you, she was smart. Listen, I don't know who her PR person is, but all these beauty influencers like Manny and Laura and the rest of them, they need to hire Kim Kardashian's PR person because they done take the porn tape and turned it into $1 billion. Okay, let's just call it for what it is. So anyway, all these people underneath here have stuff to say about it. Then this one comment, I thought this was interesting. And somebody said about their daughter, anyways, I don't care that she posted this. What bugs me is my daughter who started following her from her ex, Jason, being with the vlog squad and then being together. This wasn't right for her to see. Come on now, shaking my head. She does have a lot of children following her on social media, and this is wrong. I love her all for her doing her porn and whatever makes her happy and making her money, but seeing kids commenting, saying they opened this or her stories in class and stuff, That's just effed up. Kids can get suspended for this stuff, and how do you think their parents are going to react? She needs to take a break and work on her. Well, I will tell you my initial comment to that for any YouTuber, okay? This isn't just be in defense to Trisha Paytas. Your kids shouldn't have their phones at school, okay? Period. And they sure shouldn't be opening no Instagram stories looking at Trisha Paytas or anybody else on school. They shouldn't be, okay? And I know that schools are real lax with that kind of stuff, but I know some schools aren't. Don't let your kid take the phone to school. And then parents are like, well, if I have to get a hold of them. Listen, I graduated in 1990. We didn't have no cell phones, okay? We had that phone that started in the kitchen and had the phone line that was like 400 feet long and wrapped all around through the dining room and the living room and back into the kitchen again. And you talking according to your mom, and she'd pick up the phone upstairs and she'd say, I heard what you said and you need to get off the phone now. We didn't need cell phones back then, and they don't need them now. That's just my 2 cents, okay? And all the parents are going to come for me, and they're going to be like, well, yes, we do, yes, we do. And here's the other thing, okay? When kids don't want to when kids don't want to get in touch with their parents, like, and you're calling 15 times, they just don't answer their phone. So anyway, we don't need to be having no phones in the schools. They need to be having their books, and they need to be opening their books and doing their homework, see? Then we wouldn't have to pay $500,000 to try to get them into USC. It would be so much easier. So anyway, the other thing I want to say about this comment on here, and I will say in her defense, that in this woman's defense, there were a lot of people that had this comment. There were a lot of mothers that had this comment about Trisha's pictures on there, being very, very concerned about it, right? And then there were a lot of people that were defending it too, saying stuff like, well, your kids shouldn't be following Trisha Paytas then, blah, 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 blah. But what's interesting to me about this is that this woman's daughter found Trisha Paytas through Jason Nash, who's part of the Vlog Squad. Have you watched any of David Dobrik's videos, okay? Let's just be for real for a second, okay? I don't know if I actually think that David Dobrik, the Vlog Squad, and all of those videos are 100% kid-friendly. I'm just saying, okay? It's no Ryan's toys. Let's just be for real, okay? Maybe your child needs to be at home playing with some Barbies, because that's what I was doing, and see how I turned out just fine. Okay. So then there are other comments underneath here. This isn't Patreon, Trisha. And then somebody says, thanks, she clicked the wrong app. LMAO, and then somebody says all this kind of stuff underneath their letters. I don't understand. Wait, you can do nudes on Patreon? Yes, it is. Okay, and then somebody says, okay, Trisha, I'm going to go off on you real fast and be sure to block me. There are kids as young as 9 who watch you. You post this, and they want to be you. Not saying that you shouldn't be able to post what you want. It's your account. But some people may think what you're doing is good and start doing it. They are 9 years old, and they start... okay. Anyway... So basically another comment saying, don't be doing that. What? Girl, I have to be honest with you, okay? I'm real surprised that Trisha Paytas has a huge following of 9-year-olds, okay? Now, James Charles, I get it, okay? I get that all these kids out there want to be doing the makeup looks. I get it, right? But who is sitting there watching Trisha Paytas doing a mukbang ASMR that understands her humor at 9 years old, okay? I'm confused by Trisha Paytas having a huge following of first graders. I just am, okay? And quite frankly, I think Trisha probably would be confused about that too. Let me show right now, because I have a couple things I want to say about this, but let me show what she had to say about it.
I know it's like trends like for you, but like does everyone trend on their own page? I'm so confused. Why am I trending? What happened? Did I miss something? Everyone is so concerned about my post today. I have an ass. I have a naked body, and I like to be naked. Clothes are just something the man has made to consume our money. Let me show my body. Let me show the work of art that God created. Okay.
Okay, so that's her little thing, and people are going to criticize that and have a bunch of things to say about it, and it is what it is, and all this kind of stuff. That little thing that she does at the end is, I think, because I've seen it a lot in a lot of her, like, videos and stories that she does, that's her thing that she does to make people think that she's, like, out of her mind, right? So, like, there's Trisha Paytas the person, and there's Trisha Paytas the act, and there's Trisha Paytas the person, there's Trisha Paytas the entertainer. And I think that there's several different characters with Trisha Paytas as the entertainer. And I'm not saying that you have to get behind the gig, right? And obviously, I'm not a big person. Like, hey, girl, do your thing. Make your coin, okay? I just ain't going over to Portreon. I'm just not going over there to the Porntreon, okay? And paying $100 to see your boob out and your boobalicious every month. I don't need your boob size, your boobalicious. I don't need to see it, okay? That's not the kind of stuff that I like, okay? Now, and I'm sure that that's a big surprise to people that I don't want to see that. But if you want to see it, you can also just Google it or go to her Instagram or go to her Twitter. It's out there, okay? So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should she not be posting this stuff? Is it too provocative for the kids that follow her? You know, like, here's the thing. And I want to make this very, very clear before somebody comes for me and says, if this was Tana Mojo, you would blah, 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 blah. This is where it is for me. Okay, if Trisha Paytas truly does have a huge following of younger kids, then I would say, girl, pull in the reins, okay? Like, maybe you don't need to be posting this kind of stuff for the kids that follow you. I'm very surprised that Trisha has a huge following. With Tana and James and all Emma Chamberlain and these people, you know, I'm not surprised that they have a younger following. I'm just not, right? And so I do believe that they're kind of role models to these people. But I'm surprised. So if that's the case, that Trisha does have a huge young following, girl, maybe you should think it through. Like, I don't know. Like, if you really are impressing upon those people, I think that it would be good to be a better role model and kind of think that stuff through, you know? I will say this, that the thing that makes me saddest about this, you know, having talked to Trisha, having met Trisha, having watched her videos for quite some time at this point, right, is that, like, when I watch her videos, like the Lady Gaga in the kitchen singing that, or the Total Eclipse of the Heart, or some of her other videos that, you know, like, I don't know, like, her videos of just sitting down and talking, or where she comes up with an idea, and she's, like, doing the mukbang, and she's, like, doing the ASMR, and she's right up on the microphone. The thing is that Trisha is so naturally, and I know there's a lot of people out there that don't get her, they won't agree with me on this one, but I find this to be true. This is my personal opinion, that I feel that she is so hilarious, she is so entertaining. I think she is so glam, gorgeous, and beautiful without having to show all of this. If she wants to show body positivity, I think that's fantastic too. Do your thing, right? But I don't want her to forever, for 1 second, think that she has to do that, because she is just good enough and just really, really super talented. And I feel like on some level, because this stuff is so hyped up, that it kind of like dumbs her down a little bit, you know? When you see her do something that is like, I mean, like the Lady Gaga video in her kitchen, that is literally like reminiscent of YouTube 10 years ago, videos that would go viral, okay? She still has the ability to do that. There aren't a lot of YouTubers out there that have the ability to still do that, that have that natural humor. She got up and had to make a video, and she stood in her kitchen and she did that, okay? She didn't plan it out. It wasn't scripted. She sat down and she did it. That's where she is truly naturally talented. When all of this contrived trolling happens, I think that's where the fans get really, really lost in it. I don't think it makes them go away, because I don't think anybody at this point is really surprised by all of this. But I think that that's not what they're there for. And I think that she kind of misses that sometimes, because I think the attention and the hype and all that kind of stuff is really more interesting to her. Now, I will tell you what's interesting about this is the Daily Mail picked up on this, and they wrote an article about it really quick. She retweeted it, which if she was trolling, okay, just think about this. If this was Anna Nicole Smith back in the day, Anna Nicole Smith would have been so offended that somebody wrote an article about her, a video that she put out about doing this or doing that she wouldn't have retweeted it. You know what I mean? She would have been like, I can't believe they're talking about me that way. Because for her, it was her. So this is, if Trisha's retweeting this article, then she's getting the attention that she wants. And this is from the Daily Star in the UK. Celebrity Big Brother's Trisha Paytas went completely naked for this shocking video. And then they posted the video of her Twitter where she's, you know, listen, she's doing married folk stuff with a ghost, okay? I don't know if it's Casper. I don't know who. But it's too much puss-house and boobalicious for me. The Celebrity Big Brother star, who famously stormed out of the UK house after just 11 days in 2017, has built a following on YouTube with her controversial videos. Trisha Paytas has been at the height of many scandals due to sharing so much of her personal life with her 4.8 million subscribers on the video sharing platform. The body-confident babe There's some real writing for you. The body confident babe. I like that. She should change her profile picture on Twitter to that. She should say underneath there, the body confident babe. Recently began selling nudes and X-rated videos through Patreon, on which fans can buy the saucy content for up to $100 or 77 pounds a month. But the 30-year-old decided to leak her own sex tape to her 619,000 Twitter followers for free. And then they have the video up there. Where is it? Okay, wait. And then it skips, and then the angle of the camera, taking to her, this is so weird how it's set up. Taking to her official account, the beauty posted a 10-second video clip of herself sitting on a floor completely naked while hiding her private parts. Private parts. Next on iTunes by Trisha Paytas. by the angle of the camera. Trisha rocked back and forth slowly. The blonde bombshell captured the clip having sexual intercourse with a ghost. What are you doing? And then they go down here and they show the video. Her fans were left shocked. Oh my God. Not really. With many replying with witty gifts and remarks. One wrote, "This is crazy." Of all of the tweets that you're gonna pick, you're gonna pick the one that just goes, "This is crazy." Okay. Another said, "It must take some skill to do this video for 10 seconds and still manage to not show any actual body parts, family friendly." In response to that, another fan joked, "Especially with the mirror in the back, I was honestly expecting a nip slip, but never caught one. We love a family friendly queen, LMFAO." A fourth tweeted back, "Mom, come pick me up, I'm scared." Clearly feeling herself, the curvy influencer then shared a pic of her naked body while laying on her back. Just hours before Trisha leaked her tape, she took to her Twitter to apologize to her fans for not being on social media for a while. She wrote, "Sorry, I've been MIA. I've been too busy." Anyway, I already talked about that. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd be really interested to know what some of the parents think. Like, is this too much? Should your child not be following that? How much is it in 2019 the responsibility of the parent to see who somebody's following? And, what is it not? And things like that. I'd be really interested to hear that conversation in the comment section below. Do you think this is Trisha's responsibility? Do you not think it's Trisha's responsibility? And I'd also like to know what you think about these pictures and all of this. So, if you're a Trisha fan, if you're not, if you're gonna stay, if you're done, every time I do one of these videos, there's so many people that are always like, "I'm done with her, I can't anymore." So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Okay.